Hi, I'm Steele, the National Sales Manager at Kilgore International. You can find us at kilgoreinternational.com, and today we're at our training center here in Coldwater, Michigan, and we're going to talk about the most versatile articulator on the market, our quick release articulator. The first thing we're going to talk about is our quick release plates. Any model that's going to be compatible with a quick release articulator is going to have the upper and lower plates on their model. And they will be labeled as such, U for upper, L for lower. Now with these quick release plates, they are fixed in with 2 screws and they have Loctite that fixes them in. So you do not want to touch these screws inside the quick release plates. If you do, you can pull these 2 inserts that are in this model right out and therefore damage the model. So when these quick release plates are in here, you never touch these, you never have to unscrew them. They're locked in and secure, and that way you don't have to make any kind of adjustments. Now we're going to talk about the assembly portion of the quick release articulator onto the model. And again, any model that you're rotating this articulator on will have these quick release plates to be compatible with this articulator. Now again, just like the plates, it's labeled upper and lower. And what you want to do is you have this push button on either side. And you want to decompress that push button, take the circle portion of the quick release plate and insert it into here and twist down. And again, with the lower arch, you're going to place the circle portion here inside and then twist. And you're locked right in. Now if you want to remove, all you have to do is just press this button and release. Now the nice part is that once you're locked in here, the model's secure. These arches aren't going to pop out. They're not going to wiggle on you. You're going to have complete stability. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to adjust and set your occlusion properly. Now it's important to remember that any model that you have that's compatible with this new articulator is going to adjust the exact same way. So whether it's an RPD model, fully edentulous, restorative, pediatric, periodontal model, they'll all adjust the same way. What you want to do is use these 2 adjusting wheels. And when you're setting the occlusion, you just want to give a slight quarter turn to loosen them up. Nothing more than that. So once you give a quarter turn, now you have some play. You can go ahead and rotate this model any way you want. What I like to do when I'm setting the occlusion is on the lower arch, I like to pull up and I like to push down towards the lower arch with the upper arch. So once you do that, you get it solid. Go ahead and hold your finger here to kind of have that guide pin held down and then give a slight quarter turn back the other way. And then again, holding this pin down and giving a slight quarter turn the other way. And that'll help the adjusting wheels catch and tighten up so that way you're in solid occlusion. Now the next thing we want to talk about is going to be the function portion of it. And once your occlusion is set, if you want to do your lateral and protrusive movements, it's very easy. All you have to do is unhook these latches, these black hooks. And now you have the option to adjust, laterally, protrusively, and do your different excursions. You can try to get group function or other things like that. And then once you're done doing that part of the exercise, you go ahead and hook these black hooks back in, and we're still into occlusion. The last thing we're going to discuss is how we're going to streamline this quick release articulator across multiple disciplines of each model. And for this example, I have a periodontal model, an RPD model, and a pediatric model. But the nice part about this articulator is we can make it compatible with almost any one of our models. So any kind of endodontic model, any kind of fully edentulous model, any of your model for fixed with the different partially edentulous areas, this articulator will be compatible with. That's what makes it so special. So for this example here, we're going to show you how to take this quick release articulator and move it across multiple models. So here's your restorative model. We're just going to decompress this button, and in a matter of a couple seconds, we remove this model. We have our periodontal model, which is locked in. Go ahead and press the press button again. And we have our RPD model. In a matter of a few seconds, you can see how we're just locking in these models very easily. And that's what's nice when the students are rotating their models. Just press a couple buttons and then they're all set to go. And finally, the pediatric model we're going to lock in. Now, the nice part about this articulator, what makes it unique and special, is that, you know, with old style articulators, ones that some of our competitors sell, they have the 4 screws in the back. And a lot of times those loosen up over time. You need to readjust when you're in clinic and it becomes cumbersome. These are locked in, no adjustments there. The other nice part is that sometimes in other articulators, they have the upper and lower jaws that can pop out of a magnetic hold. Not here. These ones are locked in, they're solid, they're not coming out. The only time you need to make adjustments is if you need to adjust the occlusion slightly, a couple quarter turns, easily done. If you want to do any of your lateral protrusive movements, your different excursions, you want to try to get group function, anything like that, you go ahead and remove these latches, and then you go ahead and you can make those adjustments. But you can see this articulator can move across multiple disciplines of our models without any issue at all, and it happens in a matter of seconds. Hey, thank you for watching the video. And one thing we do know is that every year costs go up and budgets go down. And how do we combat that? That's the biggest question we get. Well, use our quick release articulator. It's versatile, it's going to give you a whole lot of functionality, and it's going to shrink the cost of your student kits down because you're using it across multiple disciplines of each student kit model. So thank you for checking us out, and we'll see you next time.